Hi everyone, Natalie here, sewhungryhippie.com. Let's sew this size large easy zipper case today. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. You can find the complete pattern in my shop at sewhungryhippie.com. Thanks for hitting like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Okay, so as we begin, you're going to cut all your pieces out, and then I just want you to know that for the vinyl, which will be on the bottom of the easy zipper case, I do 2 layers of SF 101 as interfacing because this vegan leather is quite thin and I just want to give it a little more structure. And then on the top, for the canvas top, I do 1 layer of SF 101. The zipper tabs don't have any. And then each piece for the lining, which I'm using the same fabric, you have enough in your kit, is going to be 1 layer of SF 101. And this is canvas linen. All right, I'm going to start sewing all this together. Here I'm just showing you how I put on the SF 101 and I simply fuse it from this side with my iron. Now take your canvas upper and place it right sides together with the bottom vegan leather. This fabric is directional, so make sure you're attaching it in the right direction so your kitties face up after we sew and press this open again. So I'm using clips and I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. Now it's sewn on with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to press this up with my fingers and then come in and top stitch. Now this is top stitched, it looks nice, and I'm just going to set this to the side. Then I'm going to make my zipper tabs. I've already cut my zipper to the correct length, and as you can see, I sew the open end together so it's easier to work with. This is a number 3 zipper, so you do need to just be careful and use clips because it's smaller. Just like always, I made my zipper tabs, attached them to the ends, and then sew right there. Now my zipper tabs are sewn on and I trim to the width of the zipper. I'm going to take my exterior and place my zipper right sides facing, centering it, making sure that I have a little space on each end. You can use pins or clips here, it doesn't matter. You just want it to stay in place as you sew down the length of the zipper, securing it to the exterior fabric. Now the zipper is sewn on, and I'm going to take 1 lining piece and place it right sides together with this exterior piece, aligning that top edge and making sure the sides match. Use pins or clips to secure in place, and then you will flip it over and you can see the stitching you already did attaching that zipper. You're going to go ahead and sew right on that line again. So now that is attached, I'm going to finger press it back and press with my fingers very well. If you want to, you can also use an iron. And then let's just go ahead and top stitch this down. So now take your remaining exterior piece and place it on the work surface. Take the one you already built and place it right sides together, aligning the top edges and centering so you have a space on each end. Use clips or pins to hold in place, and we're going to sew down that zipper length again, attaching this side. Now we've got that sewn on, so we're going to attach the lining piece that's remaining. So place it so that your lining is facing you and the wrong side of the zipper is facing you, and the remaining lining piece will face the other lining piece right sides together. Most of the time we're sewing things right sides together so that when we flip it, we don't see a seam allowance, if that helps you think about this. Flip it over, you'll see where you just sewed again, so right down that area again. You can do this, just take it step by step. Okay, take your piece now and fold it back so that the lining is on one side. Smooth it with your hands and the exteriors are on the other side. And let's go ahead and top stitch that remaining seam so it's even with the other side, right there. Okay, it's looking really good. Let's finish this up. Place it on your work surface and open your zipper. Make sure you open it and get that pull out of your way so you don't sew it when we're sewing this thing together. It's really important to match your contrast bottoms here. Use a clip or a pin or both. Make sure you get your contrast matching. See, because I have that fabric area, I'm going to use pins in the fabric area just to make sure this doesn't slide around at all. Take your time and pin this and clip it however you want to do so that everything is really secure and matching. And then we're going to start on the lining and sew all the way around and leave an opening. The opening in the lining will help us turn the bag right sides out in just a few minutes here. So now we're going to make our boxed corners. And I like to use this little acrylic ruler. It helps me. I've also shown in previous videos making a little template with paper. You choose what's right for you. And then just make sure when you're measuring and drawing your corners that you do go back and check that your seam allowances and the measurements are correct. I've done it wrong before, so that's why I'm telling you, just check yourself. These are 1.5 inches from the outer edge. Go ahead and do it on the lining as well. And then I'll meet you back here in a jiff. It's a little bit easier for me to cut the corners out after I've sewn the perimeter of the bag. You can kind of see that stitching there. So now I'm cutting the corners on all the bottom of the exterior and the bottom of the lining, and then we will sort of pinch these and sew the corners, and you'll begin to see the development of a boxed corner. Now it's worth mentioning, if your seams are pulling apart here, right there, those two seams you're looking at, just take it to your machine and re-sew those edges really quickly. Just lock stitch it. Sometimes that happens. There's nothing wrong with you or how you sewed. It happens. So reinforce those seams if you need to. Here I am pulling that corner out and I'm nesting the seams. One is going one way, one is going the other way. And I do that on all 4 corners, and then I take it to the machine and sew these down. We are so close to being done. Are you excited? Now I do come in here, I always use my Gutermann all-purpose thread because it's super strong. It has polyester in it. And I just try to keep these corners as straight and consistent as possible, because if you don't have this seam allowance consistent, your pouch can be lopsided. So just take some time. It's all right. Okay, so the corners are sewn. You're going to reach in through the lining and carefully pull this bag out. This can take some time and possibly some wrist strength, so don't be in a rush. Just breathe and pull it through that lining. If you need to make your lining opening a little bigger, like I just did, go ahead and do it. There are a million ways to turn a bag right sides out. You just find your best way. I'm going to speed this up a little because I do take my time. Remember to really come in and push out your corners on all the bottoms and also on the zipper tabs. You really have to get some strength in there. Use your thumb or your middle finger and push it out as hard as you can. Carefully, but with fervor. Tuck in that opening on the lining and sew it together. Here you go. I do need to give this another press. No problem. I'll get my mini iron out, heat it up, and press this bag all from the inside and then on the fabric from the outside. So there it is. Just remember to give it a press. That's one of the most important steps, is to make sure you press it. I use a mini iron to make sure that I can get down here and get the wrinkles out of the vinyl once you turned it right side out. I'm so proud of you for doing this project. Good for you. Keep going, keep learning, keep exploring. I'll see you soon.